Got South Dakota this week here at home. Come back home. It's supposed to be a beautiful day, so we're excited about that. But Joe Glenn's got a good team. I don't think his record really indicates the way his seasons went. They've played some tough competition thus far. Had a quarterback injury, a couple other injuries. He's got 3 seniors starting on his football team. But they play hard. It's his alma mater. Wouldn't expect anything less. We've had grinded out games with them every time we've played them, so I wouldn't expect anything less this week.
Is this a dangerous team, especially when you're preparing the kids for it and they see the record?
Every team's dangerous right now in our league, you know. That's been our mindset from the beginning, and any team can beat any team in our league on any given Saturday.
Eric, how do you? November hasn't been kind. You know,
That's the past. We don't dwell on the past. We don't talk about it. You know, the past has no bearing on the future.
Do you prepare differently from this? Because Trevor mentioned something I thought was interesting, and he said, you know, teams like this, you got to prepare for the unexpected because they don't really have much to lose. I mean, is there a way to prepare for teams that maybe do some things this Saturday that they haven't done in the past, Phil?
Well, I think you know, it's depending on coach and philosophy, but we've been all year playing every game like it's a must-win, and this Saturday will be no different. We're going to let it all hang out, not be conservative, and go after it.
Might snow on Saturday, you said?
Might get a little snow. A little snow, a little rain, something like that. Maybe some sunshine.
Is it tough to prepare in this weather today where it's going to be 65 and then come game day it's 35?
I don't know. It's supposed to rain and start raining and getting cooler, you know, thunderstorms. But you can't control the weather. What you can control is your preparation, your mindset, making sure you're ready to go. And then on Saturday, you can have confidence about your preparation during the course of the week that you can go out and play well. If you don't prepare during the course of the week, then you set yourself up for failure. And we as coaches have to continue to stress that and make sure that we're getting that done.
You have the whole offensive lineman of the week?
Yeah, we gave those guys a little bone for the week, but you know, I guess we're being nice on Sunday morning.
Yeah, they said the compliments have been few and far between.
Yeah, we don't like to do that too much. You know, it's just the nature of the position. I played the position and have a lot of experience at that position, and I've been burnt in the past. So you just keep beating on them, and they respond to that. It makes them tough.
You expound a little bit on the challenges, more specific challenges in South Dakota?
Well, I think you got to start with their quarterback, 6'6", 220 pounds, 215 pounds. He can obviously see the field. He can throw the ball. He's got 3 guys in the backfield that can run the ball. They run hard. They're physical. At the same time, he's got 2 receivers that are guys that run great routes, make plays, and you know, so they've got that working for them obviously on offense, and then on defense, they've got 31 tackles for a loss so far this year, and you know, they have 2 sacks, so the rest of those are against the run, and they like to load up the box and stop the run, and play tight coverage in the passing game.
Dante, your number 2?
I'm sorry?
Dante, number 2.
Dante's number 2. And their kicker too. You know, I didn't mention him. He's been perfect all year. He's made 2 47-yarders, so he's been perfect all year and made some pretty good kicks as far as distance.
Are you surprised at all with how Hunter performed, you know, on the road in the tough environment?
Not really. You know, it's just kind of him. I mean, you guys have been around him. You've seen him. You know, I think anytime that you get a quarterback like him, you know, he can see the field. You know, every route you run, you better be expecting the ball, because we might be reading one side of the field, but if it's not there, he'll come off, and he'll tell you too that you know, that he doesn't like that scheme there and want to go somewhere else. So he plays the game, and we're glad he's on our team. I can assure you that.
What about Martin? Seemed like he had a little extra hop in his step on Saturday. Anything?
Played, just I think having obviously Jody back there has been a great compliment. We've seen in the past when maybe you don't have the depth at running back, but you can trust a lot of guys in the game. You can wear guys down, and I use Cook for example. We had some other guys around, but at the end of the day, you want the ball in his hand. We feel very comfortable with our backfield. We've got a bunch of guys back there that we can give the ball to, and that takes some stress off him, having to always look for the big run, and just do what you're coached to do. Some of our plays are designed for 4 and 5 yards, because we're going to obviously have something set up off of that'll be the big hit.
Fairly healthy after that game?
Everybody's pretty healthy.
Damon back yet?
Damon should be back this week, and then Christian Bryan will be back. He's a guy that was out last week. Joe Sejudo is good to go. So we had some drama last week, but that's a good sign of our football team.
His knee's all good?
It's all good to go.
Can you tell when who the kids are from the South and who the kids from Ohio when you have cold weather? Like bundling up on the sideline or anything?
Not really. I mean, my focus is out there. Cold weather's part of the game. I think 23 NFL teams are in the snow belt. Playoffs are in the snow belt. Every NFL playoff game you watch, it's in the cold and snow. So if one day you're lucky enough to get picked up by the Green Bay Packers or the Cleveland Browns or something like that, you better know how to play in the cold. Washington Redskins, I don't even think they have an indoor. So it's the nature of the game, and doesn't matter where you're from. You got to be able to play in cold weather if you have aspirations and love the game of ball.
First 2 meetings between these 2 teams have been close in Final Score.
Mhm.
How are the teams that are going to take the field Saturday maybe a little different from the teams that have played in the first 2 meetings?
Well, I think our first time we played them, we had a game where we just needed to grind the ball out and get a win, and where we were at that time in the year. Last year, went out there and played in a hostile environment. They got a great home crowd, loud, neat place to play. They've got an outstanding home record. It's a very difficult place to play. So, that's a game last year that, could have went either way. We had some mishaps here and there that we didn't take care of the football. Anytime you don't take care of the football with turnovers, you leave yourself open to potentially losing a game. We found a way to win that game. But, like I said to Dana earlier, past has no bearing, absolutely none on the future, where it is today. Every team's different every year, and our mindset is this is a different team. You can tell. We're a different football team. We're still the no-name team that just tries to play as a team. That's all we do. No big names, and worry about encouraging each other and doing things right.
That's really what I was driving at. How are the teams actually?
Well, we don't have all the preseason names. You know what I mean, and all the pro scouts around and all those kind of distractions. We have just a genuine good football team of good kids that genuinely care about each other, and I think they've learned that every week's a new week, and it's about our preparation and our mindset.
Your practice schedule has paid off. Are the kids, do they seem to adjusting to it?
I think they like it. I think it's we've been able to stay healthy. Practice on grass last week was definitely a good move. The new practice schedule, we seem more rested. I think the other thing is we're actually probably getting more reps than we were with the prior practice schedule without them really knowing it, which is obviously part of the game.
Players have talked about how you've kept on them, hammered into them that any team in this conference can beat anybody else on any given week. But how much do you rely on some of the senior leaders or just guys who have been around to kind of get that message across to younger players who they might hear that, but they might not be listening, so to speak?
You know, we have a good group, but we have obviously 6 seniors. Six captains, and they're in touch with our team. But we've come to realize the hard way that any game can cost you, and they're just not going to let that happen. The other thing is I think when you finally invest so much work and effort and time into something, whatever you do, whether it's your own business or whatever, you're going to put that extra in there when it's game time, and I think they realize that.